Manifestation is not complicated. It's actually quite easy. The difficulty when it comes to manifestation is I want to break down manifestation for you in this video, and I want to help you manifest the love of your life and, more importantly, your ideal relationship. We all have an idea of what our perfect relationship would be. And I want to mention that there is no such thing as perfection because we are evolving and we are growing. And therefore, unless our partner is keeping up with us, there could be moments and times where we can feel like we're misaligned. The feeling we want to have, though, is that ultimately the person that we decide to spend our life with, whether in marriage or not, you don't have to be married. It's just spending your life with someone, let's say. You want to make sure that you feel that you're a perfect match. And here's the thing, no one can really be a perfect match for you in all stages of your life and throughout your life if you are a growth oriented person, because the version of you that you are today is going to shift tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. And so, as long as you and the person that you end up committing your life to are both on a path of growth, ideally, you will grow together and your relationship will grow and evolve. And that is what we want. Manifestation is not complicated, it's actually quite easy. The difficulty when it comes to manifestation is having trust, first of all, in the unseen. And because we lack trust in the unseen, there are principles that we need to abide in order to move into the version of us that we want to become, to attract the person that we want. However, because most of us do not have faith in the unseen and the results don't happen right away, we fall short on being consistent with these few fundamental principles. And therefore, we can never really move into that version of us that attracts the relationship that we want. This is what I want to talk about in this video. And I want to help you understand that manifestation is quite easy. And manifestation, especially manifesting love, is very easy because most of you can manifest love in this very second in terms of the version of you that you are. You can go on a dating app and, there'll be men or women, if you're a man watching this, that will be attracted to you. And it's not hard really to fall in love, especially when we're falling in love from a lower state of consciousness because we really don't like ourselves. And so the moment we get attention from someone, what happens? We start to fall in love. I would say that this is not the true love. This is not healthy love. This is not divine love. But just to keep things simple, it's really not hard to fall in love or to manifest love. The difficulty with manifestation and love, and here's why awareness is so important, inner work is so important, and all these yucky topics that no one really wants to talk about or actually do the work on, but here's why it matters. It's not that manifesting love is difficult because, as I just mentioned, it's very easy to manifest love. Manifesting the quality of love and the quality of partnership that we want is what feels difficult. And the reason for that is because in order to obtain the partner or the relationship that we want, in order to become that, we have to be the version of ourselves that would be attractive to that partner. And doing the work to become that partner, that is where the difficulty lies. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Farine. I was a former lawyer. I now teach women how to step into their feminine energy and their feminine radiance. I advocate growth and I work with women to help them evolve past the egoic survival state to really move into their divine feminine so they can attract their divine masculine and move into partnership. I also help women restore the dynamic in an unhealthy relationship. If this is something that interests you, please subscribe to my channel. Please also share your comments and put a thumbs up. That helps me spread my message and also helps me create more videos for you on the back end. Now, it is really difficult to become the version of ourselves that is attractive to our partner. And this is, or our ideal partner. And this is what I see happen a lot, even in my coaching practice, where most women and men have this ideal version of a mate that they want and that they seek. However, if you dig a little bit closer and you look at, well, what qualities do they possess in the moment? Because again, we're always evolving. So you don't really want to shame the version of you that you are now. There are different versions of you living in parallel realities. And so you don't want to shame the version of you that you are now if you want to move into a different version of yourself. However, the version of most of you that are looking to seek your ideal version, who's in a higher reality, living out the life that you want, because if it's something that you desire and you imagine it's happening, it's just out of frequency in terms of where you are, that version of you that you are now is not possessing the traits and the qualities that the version of you in your future life has. And so when you want to attract this partner or your dream or your ideal partner, and it feels difficult and you're going on the dating app and you're not having luck on the dating app, because this is what many women say or many men will say, well, what you want to ask yourself is, am I the version of myself that would be attractive to my ideal mate that is already living out the reality that I want in a parallel reality? Because that is happening if it's something that you desire. Everything that we want is already within reach. It's already done. It's just a frequency away. And we just have to become the version of ourselves that attracts that ideal mate. And often the answer is no. And, I always say to women and even my coaching clients, when you want to be picky, here's the thing. You can't expect in a partner something that you are not, because people that are, let's say, healthy, fit, ambitious are looking for a mate that possess those same qualities. So if you are not ambitious, let's say, which is fine, it's going to be harder for you to attract a man that's in his healthy, empowered, masculine energy, because men that are empowered in their energy also are ambitious. Now, ambition does not mean that you have to make high six figures, seven figures, you have to be an entrepreneur. It doesn't mean that at all. But it does mean that you're ambitious about something in your life, that you're not just so fixated on a relationship or on a man. It means that your energy is not just outsourced on a man, because healthy men don't want that. They don't want a woman that is needy and codependent, because the men that you're attracted to are likely busy. That is the reason that you're attracted to them. There's this element of intrigue in them and they're confident. They have other things going on. They're busy. And you're looking oftentimes to get the attention of this man and the adoration of this man. And the reason you're looking to get that is because you are not busy in your own life. You have no ambitions outside of him in your own life. And therefore, it always seems that you're chasing this person and it seems that this person is avoidant. Maybe this person is just into other things in his life. And so a type of woman that would be attractive to this type of man, which is the healthy, empowered man, is a woman that is also interested in other things in her life. So again, it does not have to be that you are looking to have this like 6 or 7 figure business. You're an entrepreneur, you're always busy. In fact, most healthy men want a woman that is in her feminine energy. So she is ambitious in her life, yet she prioritizes the relationship. There's a very big difference when you are prioritizing a relationship versus coming from a needy place. Most feminine women will prioritize their relationship and want to be with their partner. And this is where a man feels needed and loved and desire, but they don't need it. Meaning, if something happens in the relationship, if a man's, is out of bounds or anything happens in the relationship, they're not going to fall apart. And that is the feeling and the energy that a healthy man wants to experience in a woman. That if I'm not around, is she just going to be needy toward me? Does she have other things going on? Or is she just focused completely on me? And so if you're looking for a man that is not looking for a relationship, you need to be a woman that is also not looking for a relationship. You need to be a woman that is happy in her life. And here's another caveat to attracting and manifesting love. You don't need to be happy in your life. You could be very unhappy in your life, and you can go on a dating app and also manifest love with a man that is also unhappy in his life. Most of you go on a dating app and you're not attracted to the men that are on the dating app because you can feel that their energy is not akin to the type of man that you're attracted to. However, if you're attracting these types of men, then there's an element of similarity there because, again, like frequencies attract each other. You cannot be in a lower frequency and attract a man that's in a higher frequency, or even if a man that's in a higher frequency you somehow meet, it won't last because there's no resonance there. And so, if you want a man that's happy in his life and that is enthusiastic about his life and doesn't need a relationship, yet you are extremely unhappy, always looking to attract a man, then it's not going to work. You are on completely different frequencies. So, when I say manifesting love is not hard, it's not hard because you can manifest love. However, now where it becomes hard is, can you become the woman that is happy and not seeking a relationship, not seeking validation, not seeking the attention from any other person? Can you be a woman that embodies the energy of love? And here's what I teach in all of my work, including my courses, is that you cannot be a loving person, yet criticize other people, be negative towards other people, not support other people, be jealous of other people. That vibration is contradictory. You can't say that I'm a loving person, yet not be there for people and animals and etc. and just be completely self-absorbed all about you. That is not a loving person. So if you want to attract a loving man, well, then you have to ask yourself, are you a loving woman? And love always starts with self. And in order to manifest love, you need to become a very loving person, first to yourself and then to others. Loving yourself is not selfish. Selfishness is a lack of consideration for other people. It's a taking energy. It's thinking about only yourself and not anyone else. And also putting other people down, the narcissistic energy that I always talk about in my videos, where when you love yourself, you you show up in a way where your radiance is like uplifting to others. It's not taking away from others. When you love yourself, you're not taking away from anyone else, right? That is true love for self. When you love yourself in a selfish way, you are taking away from others. So your love for self is more important than anybody else. And you are actually in a taking energy. That's not the healthy energy that I'm talking about. That's narcissistic and that's selfish. And that is not equivalent to healthy love. Healthy love starts with loving oneself in a healthy way. That means that you prioritize your sleep, you prioritize your feeling state. And this is the most important thing. When you love yourself, you prioritize your peace. That means that you are not looking for the validation of others in order to feel good. You don't keep people in your life that make you feel bad just so that you can have company or just so that you can say that there are other people that you can, let's say, hang out with. In fact, a person that is really in a loving energy towards self, and when they're on this growth path, what tends to happen is they become very isolated because the people and the circumstances of their old frequency starts to fall away. And they are beginning to love themselves. So rather than holding on to the people and the circumstances of their old self, they let that go and they really start to enjoy their own company. And this is what I experience in a lot of my work and with my coaching clients. You want to do the work on yourself to become the version of yourself that is akin to the version of the mate that you desire. If your mate is fit and healthy, you want to become fit and healthy. You want to prioritize and become the version of yourself that is living out in this parallel reality, the version of life that you want. You have to become that and you have to start embodying. This is why it's really important to follow the principles that I talk about in my inner work course, in my books, etc. But not just be heady. You want to embody the version of yourself that is residing on this alternative parallel reality. You want to embody the traits that they would be embodying. And what makes this really difficult often is that there are blind spots. And usually what gets in the way is the ego, and the ego is always going to create blind spots, and it's going to make it very difficult for us to embody the version of ourselves that we desire to be. And our emotions are often going to get in the way, because when you're in a higher frequency, and that means that you're very attractive to men that are in the same frequency as you and that are embodied, you're actually in a higher emotional state. And so if your emotions are down here in terms of your level of consciousness, so you're in survival, you're jealous frequently, you have anger, you're upset all the time, and your thoughts are indicative of that vibration, well, you're only going to meet someone that's in that vibration. And so you need to elevate your emotions, you need to elevate your state, and you need to move into releasing your body from all of the negativity that you're carrying and that you're holding on to. And I teach you how to do this in my inner work course. Inner work is a prerequisite for manifestation, because in order to manifest anything that you want, you have to do the work on the old self to become the new self. And you can't just do the egoic quick fix. And sometimes it's going to appear like you're going backwards, even when it comes to weight loss. You have to do the hard work to actually get the result that you want. And over time, you'll see that result. But sometimes you go back. Sometimes you want to indulge. And you'll notice that when you indulge and you really let yourself go, you'll put weight back and you'll see that on the scale. However, you don't want to shame yourself when you go back, even when you're on this journey of healing and moving toward the version of yourself that you want, because this is another trap that most people fall into. They move into this version of themselves that they like. And what happens is the old version, because it's the shadow version of ourselves that's very close behind, that version of us is very close behind us. And because it's so close behind us, we can have a bad day. Maybe we didn't sleep well. Something goes wrong in our environment. And what happens is we now let that old version take over. So it is okay if that old version of us comes in here and there. That's completely normal. However, you don't want to shame yourself. And the moment you have the awareness, again, this is why awareness is so big. If you don't have awareness, how can you move forward in terms of your life? You can't. I hope this video was helpful. If you need to speak with me about your specific situation, please book a call. My books and my course will also help you in terms of awareness. And if you follow what I say in Secrets of the Feminine Woman, and you follow what I say in my inner work course, and you do that consistently, you will start noticing a change in your life. And I will speak to you on the next one. Bye for now.